Rishi Sharma. I interview World War II veterans, and I want to take you along for the journey. Literally going back in time is what it's like when you talk to these heroes. And today we're going to meet a 100-year-old out in Baltimore, Maryland. He got shot through both legs, was a prisoner of war, lots of incredible stories. So let's go.
For the past 7 years, Rishi Sharma has been on a mission to find and interview surviving World War II veterans. So far, he's met with nearly 2,300 vets, and he's looking for more.
And it's all part of his project, Remember World War II, to share veteran stories before their incredible experiences are lost for good. And Rishi joins us now to tell us more. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you guys? Thank you for this opportunity.
Well, thanks for being with us. So you're 25 years old. You've been doing this since you were 18, if my math is correct. As a young person, what inspired you to start doing this?
Oh, I've always been interested in World War II. I think every little boy plays toy soldier to some degree. But what really piqued my interest was reading a book called Citizen Soldiers by Stephen Ambrose when I was a junior in high school. It's a compilation of veteran stories told in the first person. And I was just in awe hearing what 18, 19-year-olds were doing, fighting against the Nazis and the Japanese Empire. And I decided to call some of the veterans who I was reading about. And it was just it was a light bulb moment, the moment I got in touch with a veteran who I was reading about in the book. And in one hand, I'm holding the book. In the other hand, I'm open to his chapter. The other hand, I'm holding the phone, talking to this real life superhero.
Wow.
And it just struck me that if I wanted to get in touch with someone that helped save the world, I could just pick up the phone and talk to them and call them. But if I wanted to get in touch with some silly celebrity like the Kardashians, I'd have to go through a million people and still not get them.
That's true. So true, right?
So true.
I would imagine with some of the veterans that you're talking to, it may be the first time that they're really opening up about it. What do you sense what their experience is in telling you this for the first time?
It's an interesting point you bring up, sir. I have three things in my favor when it comes to doing the interviews. I'm the same age a lot of the men were when they were in action. I've done a lot of research about the units before the interview, of course. But the most important thing is that I'm not related to any of the veterans. And so there's no emotional attachment in that sense. And it's almost like a therapy session where they're able to open up and talk candidly about the war. So it really, most of the veterans who I interview, we focus just on World War II combat veterans. Most of them, this is the first time they're talking openly about the war. And what's good about the interviews is that it's not just, for me, I'm not just, keeping them in some storage area. We share them publicly on a YouTube channel, Remember World War II. We share it with schools and universities. We give the veterans free copies of the interview. It's so important that younger generations, people my age, understand that the freedoms and opportunities we have, the comfortable way of lives that we get to lead on a daily basis, it came at an extremely high price of human life. And we owe it to them to never forget.
And it's interesting that, the average age of the World War II veteran would this be right, is 99, and some of them have still never told this story before now? Do you think it's just they don't want to relive it? You would think that they must have opened up previously.
So it's a good question. The youngest World War II combat veteran is going to be 97 years old.
Wow.
And that's if they were 18 years old at the end of the war. It just so happens that the United States fought some major battles like Iwo Jima and the Battle of Okinawa. So we just happen to have a lot of, a lot of heroes still. But regarding your question about them opening up, everyone experienced COVID, right? And it's at this point, after the 3.5 years of COVID, no one wants to talk about it, right? They just want it to be over. What people seem to not understand sometimes is that World War II, it was so all-consuming. Everyone was involved in some capacity, whether you were fighting overseas, or you were collecting scrap iron as a kid back home, or if your brother was killed, or if your son was killed, or if it was your spouse, everyone, all the newspapers, every day, it was war updates. And so what was so interesting is when the veterans came home, all they wanted is just to resume their lives, get their old jobs back, raise a family. And what they did in their mind, we know they're wrong, but they don't consider themselves heroes. They just said, I was doing my job and I just want to get on with my life. And so it was only around when Saving Private Ryan came out in the 1990s, 98, I believe, 1998. That's when, and that was coincided with many of the 50th anniversaries of like D-Day, the Battle of
Right.
Anzio, things like that. So that really got a lot of the veterans to open up, and it got the conversation going. But most of the veterans that I meet, like I said, they haven't talked openly. Of course, their kids, yeah, no, they were in the war. But, you know, sure, their families, because that's the kind of
Yeah.
people they are. They don't want their own kids and grandkids to even have to imagine what they went through.
Right. And I think we're losing our signal here. Rishi, but it is such a pleasure to talk to you. And if you'd like to find out more, you can go to rememberww2.org. You can also see the stories that Rishi's talking about on YouTube and social media. And if you know a World War II veteran who'd like to share their story, send an email to heroesofthesecondworldwar@gmail.com. Rishi, thanks so much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you for this opportunity. And yes, if anyone knows any World War II veterans, please do reach out. We want to get all of them on camera. It's either now or never.
Right.
Thanks, Rishi.
Thanks, Rishi.